competent people everywhere in the country. If it's like, let the guy be CEO of the biggest company in America, be World Bank president, I don't want to hear that kind of person. You should not occupy the as long as an AU Obama. You should not. You should allow other people occupy that position. And we are seeing the level of bigotry in the system. Right now, we don't have a single South person in the security apparatus. When you talk of army, nobody from the South is from there. Look at the jam board of the jam board. 7 of them are Yorubas out of 15 members. Nobody from the South is there. Is it NNPC? So we need this balancing. Once it comes to a division, once it comes to the South, it should be shared. It goes to the Southeast, it goes to the South, then it comes to the Southwest. Thank you very much. I use my email. Thank you.
All right, Chinonso. So I agree with you. For me, that 2023, another thing that I was thinking about was that Adibin, APC were the ruling party. Adibi, they zoned their ticket to Southeast. I can assure you that PDP would have zoned their ticket to Southeast as well. You get me? Because that was what I wanted. And for someone that was like, oh, so you think that Ani Boma could not be president? Yes, because of the reasons I gave, right? And because when you make APC, like the two major party, APC, PDP, decide to zone their ticket to Southeast, you are giving other regions reasons why they must vote any of the political parties. You get what I'm saying? That's the only way I can say that, yes, it's possible. For me, that's my belief. But when I noticed that APC, they are not zoning it to Southeast to now Southwest to Tinubu. Oh, come on. Like I said, my support have to go to Atiku, and I was hoping that Obi will be his running mate. Right? So you get that support as a vice president. Okay, look at, what's his name? Oju Zokalu. I'm not the only one that believe in this thing, right? Oju Zokalu, the same thing. When you notice that Southwest, Tinubu was about clinching the ticket, what did he do? He said Ahmed Lawa should Northeast. Ahmed Lawa is from Northeast. You see, he was supporting Ahmed Lawa to be the presidential candidate of APC, so that an Igbo man would be his running mate. So it wasn't only Dos Santos' idea. I've already thought about this even before Oju Zokalu started supporting Ahmed Lawa. You see? So it was not only me that was against Southwest producing presidents of Nigeria 2023, because my focus was that Southwest must not produce presidents 2023, because, come on, 16 years from 1999 to 2031, 16 years for one region and 8 years vice president. Come on, it doesn't make sense. You see? So that's my own view, but people do not understand my stand. Anyways, let's allow others to speak.
Owele, you have the mic. Then we'll go to Adamu. Adamu, you know you've spoken before, so let's allow
Adamu
Owele.
never talked before, but yeah, let Owele speak.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning, guys. I took up the mic when Salma was talking. I wanted to ask her a simple question. Why did Tinubu move his annual, birthday colloquium from Lagos to Kano? Was he not fancy? He went to Kano to go and do, my name is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I love you, and I know you know I love you. You should love me back. Was he not pandering? I beg, let's move. Another important thing is, reacting to what Chino also said, my dear brother, we must tell ourselves the truth. Yesterday on a space where we had the former second in command to Nnamdi Kanu, I told him one thing. I specifically mentioned his name, Uche Mefo. I told him, it is time to re-engineer the IPOB and refocus them for the betterment of the Southeast. Move them from that ideology of secession to ideology of one Nigeria, so that we as a people can come out as a bloc to play the politics. I told him. And there's another important IPOB personality on that space. His name is Obidi. I called their names and I told them, this is where we should be heading. We should stop this secession narrative. It's not working. It can never work. And I hope they listen. Now I'm going to say the same thing here. Power is not served on a platter. Now, if anybody is supposed to be held responsible for what happened in 2023, it should be PDP. Why did they not zone? Look at what Dos Santos said here. I was waiting for APC to zone their ticket to South. Why did PDP not zone their own to Southeast? After all, Southeast have always supported PDP. Why did PDP not compensate Southeast? You see, PDP plays their own politics. They waited. They saw that APC gave tickets to Southwest. They decided to return tickets to the North. Why are they still having problems with Wike till today? Wike said, bring this thing to the South. A northerner cannot do 8 years and you want to return the ticket to the same north. It is not possible. Why did they not bring it to the south? Now, that is okay. Nobody is blaming PDP for sending their ticket to the north, but you want to blame APC for sending tickets to southwest. No, now, that's not how we are going to play this politics. Example, imagine if a David Umahi was given tickets by APC. Chinonso, would you have voted for him? Knowing that he's of APC, would you have voted for him? Let us be sincere. I know you guys will not vote for him because the name APC will not allow you vote for him. And this is the truth. So you also want APC to throw away their chance of continuity and give a David Umahi ticket so that you will
Dos
help
Santos,
him.
please, I want to respond to Owele quickly. I beg, when you
You
finish.
you go wait, make I finish. Thank you. Now, you want APC to go and give that ticket to a Southeasterner so that PDP can win. No, now, Shebi is politics. It's who's going to win. Now, if we want to have the conversation of, okay, APC should give tickets to somebody in the Southeast, it is not 2023. It is a conversation that will start from 2031 upwards. And this same Dos Santos there that you think is pandering to you, ask him what he said on his face yesterday, maybe 2 days ago. Oh, the 2031, South is going to be vice president. This same Dos Santos, now he's no longer thinking, oh, Southeast have never been vice president. How about we allow Southeast in the PDP take vice presidential ticket so that they can at least have some representation? I want you to understand that this thing is, it is interest. Everybody is fighting for their personal interest. Dos Santos have forgotten that a good luck Jonathan ruled this country for 4 years, minus the other 2 years. You see, he's not thinking about all this talk about I supported people.
1 year,
Why
1 year.
do
Don't say 2 years, please. Owele,
you,
1 year. Be correcting yourself.
6 months,
I
six
know you are
months,
very good with
six,
maths, so
six
don't
months, 6 months,
make me
Iman
think
6 months,
otherwise.
Iman 6 months,
1
6 months.
year,
Don't
don't say
worry.
2 years. 1 year.
Owele. Amicus, I need to correct you. Yaradua died May 5th, 2010. Jonathan was sworn in May 6th, 2010, and he completed his administration May 2029, 2015. So that is 5 years, right? Yaradua was hospitalized February 9th, 2010, and Jonathan was made acting president. I think in March or so. So I don't know where it is 6 years. You understand? And for the one you say, oh, Dos Santos said it will be the turn of the South are going for vice president in 2031. I was emphasizing on APC. That was why South guys are decamping to APC. Dos Santos is a PDP member, not an APC member. I also said that APC will zone their tickets to Northeast in 2031. Nobody told me this. I just used my common sense because that is the facts. And I know that's what will happen because Buhari is from Northwest. He has governed 8 years. So definitely, APC will give it to Northeast. Then South people that are defecting to APC, there's no way they will not form an alliance to get power in APC 2031. So Dos Santos is a PDP member. You get what I'm saying? So what you're saying is wrong, please. I was focusing on APC, not PDP.
even if somebody is going to say rubbish, you people should allow the person to conclude his rubbish instead of muting, or interjecting in between. Oh, 5 years of Jonathan. Let us finish at that. Thank you, Ima and Dos Santos, for correcting me. Maybe me in my head, I was calculating 6 years. I'm wrong. I take it back. Thank you. Now, if we put all these things on the table, I don't think anybody have got the right to tell any region to say, do not present your candidate. No, now. As a Southeasterner, I don't have a right to tell people from the Southwest to say, no, don't do this, or to even tell people from the Northwest to say, don't bring out your own candidate. Imagine if an article won in 2023. So will you be complaining today? No, now. We will just move on. We will still move on the way we moved on. That now that Tinubu is there, nobody is going to cry blood. We just complain. When you are tired, you rest. Because the game is the game. Now, lastly, before I leave, as a Southeasterner, I have said it on so many forums and we cannot continue to play opposition. We cannot afford to continue to play opposition. You are free to hate the party, you are free to dislike everybody, but until you understand the game, I can tell you for free, it is not everybody in the APC that likes the APC, but because they understand the game. For example, Ebola Tinubu had to present, see from 2007, you see his projection, he was patient. I didn't hear him say that in 2015 he wanted to be vice president to Tinubu, to Buhari. He said Buhari offered him, but he rejected because of the situation at that point in time. Now, if he was not a calculated politician, he would have grabbed it now, become vice president, right? But he decided to push it to somebody else. This is not me eulogizing him. No, I am just saying, look at the patience game. It took him time. You might not like him, but he took his time to play it out. Whether he's doing well today or not is another discussion. But he took his time, waited it out until he got to a time when he feels, okay, now I can do this. Now, the Southeast, as a Southeasterner, we must understand that we cannot continue to play opposition to everybody. We cannot afford it anymore. So if you come here and instead of you bashing the Bola Tinubu who is president, and you are bringing together his region to say they are hypocrites or they are this and that, when they now come and respond to you, so personally as an Igbo man, I distance myself from everything you have said because that is not the situation of things. Dos Santos, you agree with me. The other day on that space, Zah said some things that got Jack riled up, and a lot of people, even the man, because we continue to keep quiet when people come and say things like this. Now, when they respond, when the other people want to respond, they will not add me to the response they want to give Chinon. So, because I am from the Southeast, please, guys, if you want to respond to him as Chinon. So, don't add me to the response. Thank you.
All
Can I
right,
can I
thank
can
you.
I
Yeah,
respond to
Ima.
this guy?
Yeah, but I
He
just want to
mentioned
tell
my
you,
age.
see,
Can I
South.
just please,
No,
sorry,
no,
let
no,
me just
no, no.
respond to
Ima will respond. But I just want to tell you that I'm happy you said Tinubu played the waiting game, but you have forgotten that he played the waiting game as an opposition. So this way they say you have to join the ruling party. But Tinubu has been in opposition from 1999 to 2015. You get me? So South is being an opposition. Doesn't matter. They too need to play the politics that Tinubu played to also form an alliance or merger or coalition to get presidency. That was what Tinubu did with Buhari. You get me? So that's it. So Tinubu too, if you want to follow your analogy, it's the same thing. Tinubu wasn't in ruling party before he became president of Nigeria. Sorry, before Buhari became president of Nigeria, right? He supported three different Northerners. Three different Northerners. Atiku 2007, Nuhu Ribadu 2011, and Buhari 2015. So it's not a must for you to be in ruling party to get presidency.
And Dos Santos, yeah, I think even opposition or no opposition, I think that ticket was going to Atiku was still going to clinch that PDP ticket in 2023 because he had that much influence in the party. He had that
Of
much
course, I
influence,
know.
even with Peter Obi in that same PDP. Peter Obi leaving PDP or not, Atiku would have emerged as the candidate. So for PDP, I
Now,
think there needs to
yeah, see,
be a more or less a discussion.
bro, see, listen, it's not. Yeah, I know. Now, one thing I love about the Northerners, you can see someone like Tambowa. Tambowa is a very big politician stepping down for Atiku. Can a South man step down for a Southeast man? That's another thing you need to look at. In the South, we are very, very greedy when it comes to power. Very, very greedy. Was it not Abia governor and Enugu governor supporting Wiki, a South man? Why can't they support Peter Obi under PDP? That's another thing you guys need to look at. Why can't Wiki work for Peter Obi? So all these things you guys are saying, it was the same Wiki that made Dave Umahi to leave PDP, made Ben Ayade to leave PDP, and Obi to leave PDP. Because he felt like these three people are his contenders. So you have to play the game so that he will be able to clinch the power. So those that are saying, oh, it was PDP that drove Peter Obi, now Wiko. Uh-huh.
Well,
Anyways, Ima,
well, let's
let's
let's allow
let's allow Ima.
Emma.
Ima is an insider. Me, I
Okay.
dey far away
Then
Canada, they analyze
Adamu,
politics.
please, Adamu, just after Emma, then we'll have you for sure. Okay. So just tight.
Thank you, Dos Santos. Thank you, Adamu. Oh, really, my brother, I listened to you. You were trying to be clever than half, clever than half. How do you even normally say it? Sef? In one breath, you blamed Southeast for not coming into APC. In another breath, you blamed PDP for not zoning the ticket to the Southeast. I liked what Don Santos said. Tinubu has supported three northern candidates, and then he supported Jonathan in 2000. Basically, he supported Jonathan somehow in 2011. There was an agreement somehow. Why are you not, blaming other parties? You are blaming PDP. So let us look at it, in terms of what PDP has done. In 2000 and in 1999, it was a southerner, a southwesterner, basically. So Obasanjo did 2 terms of 8 years, right? In 2007, it was Yeradua. Obviously, he passed on in 2010. And Jonathan took over power. And he agreed that he was going to do 1 term so as to give the North opportunity to complete their term. And then power rotates back to the South. Jonathan came, breached the agreement, and said he wanted to contest. The South, Southeast, and some part of North Central supported him. In 2015, that was in 2019, Atiku contested that election. Then in 2023, he contested. Why are you not looking at it from the point of, if you look at the number of times that the North have had power, vis-a-vis the same time that the South has had power, you see that the South have had power more than even the North. But you're not looking at it from that angle. You are blaming PDP for not zoning into the Southeast. Okay, fine. Let us look at who were the candidates from the Southeast that PDP would have given the ticket to. Who? I'm aware that Peter B left the party 48 hours to the primaries. So obviously, if there was any arrangement like that, it wouldn't have even happened. The people that contested, the only prominent name that contested from the Southeast is Pius Ayin. Every of the other 2 candidates, I don't even know their names. So is that the people that you wanted PDP to give presidency to? See, when people come out to say, oh, they feel that it is, I don't really blame Tinubu, to be honest with you. And this is me, I don't blame Tinubu for playing his game. He was smart. It is an APC affair. So I cannot come here and say, oh, no, I don't blame Tinubu for playing his game. He was smart. Secondly, it was an APC affair. APC had their own constitution, they have their own terms of reference, they had their own way of running their party. Buhari had done 8 years from the southwest, northwest. It was now the turn of the south. They looked at it. Who did they feel that was, had better chance of winning the election? Tinubu from the southwest, they gave it to him. It is their party. It is their affair. I cannot come and start blaming Tinubu for what happened. I instead feel that we, from my own side, we should have looked at the game on the long run and say, how do we realign to now bring ourselves back into the equation? Because how then do we go about it? So I will not be hypocritical to come and start doing what you Willie is doing, saying you are blaming PDP for not giving to the southeast. If maybe probably P2B had contested the election in PDP, then what you would have been saying probably would have been valid, because he was probably the biggest candidate from the southeast. But he left. So are you saying that PDP should still have gone after someone announced that he's leaving PDP and say, oh, we must go and give him the ticket? So I do not buy that idea. The same way I do not blame Tinubu for winning the ticket. He played his game. He looked at it. He played the long game, and it is wrong, Owele, for you to say that Tinubu did not lobby for VP. It is wrong. He lobbied to be Atiku's VP in 2007. He lobbied to be Buhari's VP. It was an open secret. It's not. I'm surprised you are saying he offered him and he said no. That's not true. It's an open secret. There were issues, and the issues emanated from the new PDP. They were the ones, the likes of Saraki, the likes of Amechi. They were the ones that opposed, Tinubu being the candidate, the vice presidential candidate, because Buhari did not have an issue with it. But they opposed it. So for you to say that, so Tinubu, he played his waiting game, he favored him, which is true. But for you to say that he did not lobby for it is not true. It's completely false. I hear the mic.
All right, Adamu, are you
Sorry,
there?
Dr. Santos, can I do 1
Yes,
minute?
yes. I beg. I think I've waited enough.
Wait, let's allow Adamu to speak.
Okay, thank you very much. So I'm going to speak about what Chinonso said earlier and a little bit of what Don Santos said. So Chinonso, while you are right about the Obasanjo getting the PDP ticket because he was Yoruba and because of Abiola, and also Olufalaye emerging on the other side. Yes, but to be honest, to be fair, I think that happened because Nigeria did not do well to the Yorubas in terms of Abiola's situation. Abiola was voted overwhelmingly. He won the election and he ended up in prison and died. So I feel like in 1999 it was morally right for the country to compensate that region. Although we have overcompensated, we have compensated them and even over compensated them, because just like play, we are now having a lot of times people will be saying, no, the North did not have ruled this. People don't, I don't know why they are getting the so if you remove military governments, which nobody voted Abacha or IBB, you understand, Southwest have ruled us more since we have come back to democracy. So I think what the problem is, we overcompensated, right? But it was morally right at that particular time to actually say that, I mean, somebody from this region contested an election and he won the election, and then he was denied that opportunity. Let us make it an
Why
open
not
play.
the section? Why region? Why not say Southern lost the election? Why say Southwest lost the election? Is Abela not from the
It
South?
was
It's not a Southern offense. It's not a Southern
yes,
offense.
it was.
Why use Southwest? What were they
Calm down
intentional
now.
about
Calm down
Southwest?
and
Let's
let me
let's
finish
let
now.
let him
Calm down.
finish. Yeah, he will answer your question. Don't
You
worry.
understand? The reality is that this person was a southwestern candidate, and again, like we have repeatedly said, right, there is no one south. Now mind you, so where I said I disagree with you, Seth, is that
We can't hear Adamu.
Adamu, are you receiving the call?
His network is against him. Not just
Adamu.
What about, I think, 500 delegates that voted him? Obasanjo, of course, overwhelmingly won with about 3,000 something delegates because he was.
So Adamu network.
Yeah.
Pardon?
Yeah, we are
him
not
network
hearing.
no say
Okay, we
you know
can
they
hear you
talk the
now.
fact.
Yeah, continue.
Sorry, guys.
We can hear you.
Yeah, so what I was saying, in case you guys didn't hear me, I said that irrespective of zoning, nobody stops anybody from contesting, because irrespective of the fact that it was zoned, right, to the southwest, Alex Ekweme still contested the primaries but lost to Obasanjo, right? And that is why I will speak on later. I'll come to where Jonathan made a mistake in 2015 by printing one form. Irrespective of zoning or no zoning, conduct primaries. You cannot stop, because zoning is not constitutional. You cannot stop anybody. In fact, you see all this where they say it is zoned to the north, it is zoned to the south. Whether you say zone to the south, a northerner can contest. Now it now depends on are you going to win? You cannot stop anybody from contesting. And even in that PDP primaries that Obasanjo won, Alex Ekweme contested, but lost the primaries to Obasanjo. Right? In fact, even in 2003, Obasanjo, as a sitting president, faced challenges in primaries. Was also conducted 2003. Obasanjo, as a sitting president, primaries was still conducted. He did not emerge unopposed. You understand? So in 2007, when he picked Yaradua, Rochas Okorocha from South contested primaries. In fact, Peter Odili was preparing to contest for the primaries, but because Obasanjo was highly against him, Obasanjo now brought EFCC case for him. He kept quiet. He was ready. Peter Odili was ready to contest for that primaries because he had River State money. He was ready to contest. It didn't matter that they were zoning it to the north. You understand? Yaradua did not emerge unopposed. So irrespective of the fact that in 1999 it was zoned to the southwest, in particular, people from other regions still contested our primaries. You understand? And that is, like I said, that is the mistake that Jonathan made later in his as president. You understand? That one, it is not a matter of, to be honest, it is very crazy to think a sitting president is not going to contest for re-election. Nobody, are you stupid? Nobody is going to stop a sitting president that because they say it's turn of the north means Jonathan will just say no. Jonathan was always going to contest, but the mistake was the one form that him and the PDP of then did. You should have allowed other people to contest. Nobody is going to defeat a sitting president in primary election at the end of the day. Nobody, I repeat it, nobody to defeat a sitting president in a primary election. You understand? So, irrespective of this zoning, when you say zoning, you can zone your tickets, but not everybody is going to agree with that zoning. Everybody has the right to buy a form of a political party from any region and contest, because it's not constitutional. It's just a gentleman agreement. It's just a gentleman agreement. There's no constitution that says it. So it is a gentleman agreement. Even if they say we are zoned to this particular zone, anybody will come and contest. That's how this thing works. It's politics. In fact, let me even tell you something, right? Because this is how politics works, if you even have all southern candidates in an election, as it stands today, one northern politician, maybe Kwankwaso, will look at the situation and say, why not I take advantage of this thing and come out, since all the candidates are southerners, so that I will get northern votes. And that's how politics works. It's a game of interest and a game of taking advantage. That's how things work. If all candidates today are southerners, there will be one northern politician that will look and say, Omo, since all the candidates are southerners, they will divide their votes. Me as a northerner, can't I use this to my advantage? Let me come out in one small party so that northerners will vote me. Let me win. That is how this thing works. You understand? Since there's no constitution to back anything. So that's why, regardless of, it's not personally, or me, I agree with zoning. But it's a gentleman agreement. It's not constitutional. It is just PDP that started it to be a national party that, okay, let us certify everybody as a national party. After this one finish, this. But again, Yeradua's death came in, you understand? So even the politicians then that were telling Jonathan it's supposed to be the turn of the North, they were playing their politics. They were just playing their politics. Because at the end of the day, a sitting president was always going to contest. Like I said, the mistake that Jonathan made was just that printing only one form. He would have allowed the primaries. In fact, you can even, as a sitting president, you can say, okay, I think we want to contest primaries, Abi. Don't worry, come. In fact, all of you want to contest for primaries with me, come. Can you? A sitting president can manipulate the primaries if he wants to. Buy all the delegates. You win the election and nobody will say anything. Nobody is going to say anything. He will tell you that primaries has been conducted. He has won the primaries. Go and sleep. What are you going to do? By then, it would have been too late for them to leave. You understand? So that mistake PDP made was printing only one form. Because even Obasanjo faced challenges in 2023 that some people were even telling Atiku to face him. Governors were ready. And that was why he came back out in 2007 to start fighting all those governors one by one, following them with EFCC. All those governors that were against him in 2003. He fought all of them one by one. You know, Obasanjo is a very, very, is a ruthless person. All of them faced challenges from Alamesia, Peter Odili, Orji Uzor Kalu. In fact, it was even a lot of southern governors were against their fellow southerner Obasanjo because they wanted to be VP. So if a northerner had emerged, Atiku had emerged in 2003, one of them would have been his VP. That was the game they were playing then. From Ibori to Alamesia to all of them wanted to be VP to Atiku. Orji Uzor Kalu, that was the game.
Please
so
round up.
all these things are political games. So at the end of the day, people should calm down with all these sentiments. If they didn't allow this region, they didn't allow this region. Nobody can stop your region. It's political game. Nobody can stop your region. If you have a candidate, bring it up. He left will the person win? So I'll just round up on this note. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Olayemi, you have the mic.
Thank you. I think I requested for the mic because of what Chino also said. He said in the next 30 years he doesn't think any Southwesterner should contest election because of this and that. I think Owele has said and I really don't want to add, but I just want to say one or two things. Politics is a game of interest and number and how you can play it. APC in 2023 giving a Southeasterner ticket, they will never win. It's like an open ticket to PDP to come back to power. Everybody knows this. Let's just put emotion and everything. Tell me anyone that is going to get a ticket from the Southeastern and will even win his region. Any APC politician from Southeastern that okay, APC will say, okay, we are giving any Southeastern of our tickets, and he's even going to win the region. The APC are polling, probably getting 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%, 10% since Buhari days. Tell me if they struggle to get 25% in the whole Southeastern, not even winning the region. A region where a presidential candidate will come for, you won't have any block. You might not even have 100%. Tinubu didn't have 100% in Southwest, but he got some of the votes, like tangible one. Likewise, Peter Obi in Southeast, as well in Northeast and Atiku. Where you're home, you can't even win, you can't even stand, and you're going to the North. Tell me any Southeastern politician that will say that APC will present in 2023 and they'll be like, okay, at least this person should get 30% in Northwest. It's a winnable, it's a losing ticket already. And no political party that will look at themselves and say, oh, we are because of emotion and people are crying for this. Let's give this person. No, there's going to be a time they will be the one to say, you know what, yeah, we are getting this ticket there. I know at this stage we're going to get 60%, 50% in Southeast. It's how they look at it and say winnable ticket. Why do you think PDB gave Atiku the ticket? Even though we don't want it, but it's a game. But in the all things, aside from Atiku, I don't feel anybody can contest against Tinubu. That's the truth. Is that you take it or not? There's no one that will win, that will go against Tinubu. Forget it. Because winning it doesn't mean you want to win your own region. That will go to the north and get tangible vote, northwest, northeast, north central. That's how you win it. It's not about winning they like you somewhere or you're gonna get some vote. No. If that is the case, Peter Obi will be president today. All Peter Obi needed then in 2023 was getting a big politician. When I say big, a politician that when you go to the north, it will deliver some votes. No, Baba or whatever, Danji, or I forgot his vice presidential candidate then. The one that cannot win his senatorial district or no, like let's be serious. Those are playing to emotions. You're not serious. You're not ready to win. You need someone like Kwankwaso that you go in the Kano and get some 800 and 1 million votes, go to Bauchi and get like 10%, go to this and get 20%. If you add 2 million, let's say Kwankwaso will give Peter Obi like 2 point something million in the whole northwest and northeast, north center aside, because at least Peter Obi got some votes in north center. I say northeast and north central, say okay, Kwankwaso will deliver maybe like 1.5 million votes. Because he will win, he will get a lot of votes in Kano, and the rest of the northwest and northeast. Add it to whatever he got in this thing, he probably win or almost close to Tinubu. That's how you win an election. Don't go and bring someone and say this one is a saint. What is saint in politics? Donald Trump is a president today, a felon, 30 something in that 30 something crime in that. It doesn't matter. They don't care. Even the conservative care, the white people they care, the Christian vote they care. Imagine you give him a handcuff like this, send him to jail and come back, they will vote for him. Since we until we know this, like this game is not emotional, you don't give us this, we don't know that you want to play the game right, then you're gonna win election. People are complaining, oh, Muslim voter. Tinubu did not listen to you guys. Because you think I'm gonna give a North Central, the Christian North, my ticket out. Come on now. It's not a baby politician. Oh, he's Muslim to they want to Islamize. He didn't even listen to anybody. Because he needs those votes. He's not doing it because he wants to Islamize Nigeria. He's doing it because he wants those votes. Until you are serious and leave this emotion or nobody's in it. If what's it called? If Tinubu finish and someone else coming from the north and in 2031 or whatever, 20 whatever they call after the 39, after the north finish and another Southwestern play his game. If he plays game where he will win. Even though I don't want to, but that's not, we can't do anything. Like Adamu said, it's not constitutional. You can't tell anyone to say, oh, because someone and okay, you should not vote, you should not contest. It's not constitutional. We're just trying to be like a gentleman agreement. Okay, it's a turn of southwest, southeast, north central. If they don't finish and another southwestern position plays game right, and if you get a ticket and they like him, he will get voted in.
Please round up.
So, like I said, so forget about 30 years. No, I don't think that no Southerners you contest election. Come on, man. In what constitution? Which argument is that? So that's what I want to say. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. No, so I'll give you a few minutes to reply. So then we'll go to Dekule. Thank you. Also, are you there? Can't hear you.
If not,
Can anyone else hear him?
I can't hear him more.
Yeah, I can hear you, Coast. I bet 30 seconds, I bet, just 30 seconds. I think I agree with the last speaker. If Peter Obi or the Labour Party had support from the North, Peter Obi would have been the president because he won the South and did not get the numbers from the North. So I agree with that last speaker on that aspect. But every other thing, I don't think I was following. Thank you.
All
Imagine.
right. Chinonso has dropped off, and so
Let's
please request the mic again.
Owele.
Dekule, you have the mic.
Okay, Dekule.
Okay,
No, we'll
okay,
come back to Wele.
okay.
Dekule,
So
you have the mic.
honestly, I want us to clearly understand what's about the political space because I think to an extent Adamu explained a lot of things that if you go back the memory lane, you see how politics was being played. And to my own knowledge, there's something that happened that still remains an act of God, and that was the death of Yaradua. Nobody has a control over that. So, if you understand, what happened after Yaradua died is a complex situation that has never happened in our politics before, and it created a room for things that have never happened to happen. Fine, Jonathan got his way, but a lot of us are not trying to accept that Jonathan cut a deal with the Northerners before he became the president. He cut a very formidable deal, and you may say it's gentleman agreement or anything, but they believed him because fine, he was in power, he has resources, you understand. It was still the same PDP, they were the party in the power. They cut a deal with him, let him know that look, it was actually our turn to complete this tenure, but this man died. So what would have made sense is that let another Northerner take it over from you, since you just helped us around this time. But he begged them like he wants to go once, you understand? He actually signed an agreement with them. And just like you will see, the man dropped the agreement out of the window when it was done in 2015. When it was done, and he was like, no, 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 no. There's nowhere in Nigerian constitution that says that I can't run. You understand? And he was very full of himself. I think because me, if you look at the combination that brought in APC and you count the people that were there, the CPC were a formidable member in that composition. Action Congress of Nigeria was a formidable member because Tinubu never played with the ruling party. He was still in the AD. Even in 2003, when Obasanjo brought almost all the old governors from the Southwest, he was the only one that was remaining there. So ACN, Action Congress, CPC, maybe ANPP, which Rabi, because somebody that actually, there was a guy that actually contested in Kano before Kwankwaso became popular. He joined the party. Kwankwaso was also there. So it was actually these
Shekara,
three people. Yeah, Shekara.
Shekara,
So it was actually these three formidable members. Look, the new PDP that joined at the last moment, let me tell you, they were the last joiners. Like when you count the way the power complexity in the APC is the CPC first, ACN, the AMPP, then the new PDP. And that was why I was just thinking that I was looking at article like I just feel it was not right for him to join at that time. But if he was just mad because Jonathan did not keep to his agreement and wanted to go, that's the reason why. Just like Adamu said, because Adamu said that he didn't actually allow a open primary to take place. If that reason was why Atiku left, but I was just like Atiku would have just keep quiet. No need to leave PDP. You understand? Because obviously you know what was playing out during that time. Buhari was the one that was going. There was no way Buhari was going to do 4 years and allow you to take over, because I don't know what Atiku want to gain from that coalition you went to do. I understand the likes of the governors that went, and you can see at the end of the day, it was actually the Senate president, the former governor of Kwara State, that got something from that particular complex situation. And even when Saraki got it, all of you heard the whole news that he was hiding in the car in National Assembly. He did not follow them to Buhari house. When because they said Buhari told them that he's for nobody and for everybody, and he has actually told the members that they should go and choose the leader within themselves. He hid in the motor park. That was how Saraki was able to sneak into that Senate president position. It was not like there was an open ticket for him to get there. So me, I don't know why Atiku. I still keep on. I don't know why Atiku left and go and join the APC then, because there was no landing for him in that particular situation. It was just an agreement that okay, these two people have joined power together. That if they win, you will go Buhari and you will give me back as the ACN, because what did I bring to the table? I bring almost all the governors in Southwest. I bring almost everything we have in the Southwest. We support you because without you, you won't be able to win power. And that was what they agreed to. And at the end of the day, a lot of the governors that were in the north that knew when they were doing this formation, El-Rufai said it. That was what they know. So when it was the time for the 2023 primaries in APC, you can see, without the northern governors, Tinubu will not be there today. Without the northern governors, the backing was strong. All the governors in the north, they gave him the backing. Like it was the ACN and the CPC that were the two formidable members in this party. There was no way you are not going to rule them out from taking this power. That was how Tinubu got there. He did his waiting game, but he was one of the major contributors into that APC or Progressive Congress in 2012 or 2013 when they formed it. So that is what you actually see. He was active with his money, active with his participation. He was doing everything, not just waiting. He was actively participating in that particular composition. So that is what got him to power today. So just like I said, just like somebody came here and said, Southeast APC, like Southeast doesn't have any, the last speaker, Olayemi, that was saying Southeast APC, like there's no footing for Southeast now. They were not in the composition in the APC in the first place. So how would they say they want to be grabbing tickets in APC? There was no time in our political history that you see the Southeast gunning for APC. They've never done it. They've always put their faith and hope in PDP. So whatever happened then with the Jonathan situation, it messed up the ambition of anybody that wanted to come from the southeast. That was why I was against Wike blocking Peter Obi. The moment Wike started blocking Peter Obi, then Atiku thought it about himself like, okay, why the fuck will I accept zoning when you want to pursue this man? Why will I accept zoning? Jonathan was there some years ago. You are claiming you want to go. You want to go there now you are blocking Obi. And why should I allow you? That was how everything got messed up in PDP. And that was why Peter Obi was pushed out of the party. Just like somebody said earlier, if you want to see the person that pushed Peter Obi out of the party, you hold the years some Wike responsible. He was the man behind it all. It was the man behind it all that was not allowing that guy to have a free day. So that was why I was keep on saying it, because to me, I just feel the same thing that Atiku should have just allowed. Don't jump to APC, because when you jump there, logically, there was no way those guys were going to allow you take the party card after Buhari is done. There was no backing for you. Even when Buhari was going for second time, you can't take it. When Buhari is finished, you still can't take it. Just stay in your PDP, become the PDP that you're listening, galvanize your party, whatever you have lost in that election, try and get everybody together to your side. Those people that were disgruntled after whatever happened to them in the new PDP, they weren't giving any foot landing. All of them, just drive them back with the Saraki, all those governors that were not giving anything reasonable in the APC. Draw them back to your party. But when they allow all the whole pack of cards to fall across the whole ground, that was what happened. That was why you see what is happening now. So it was very, very clear that we should understand that in 2031, whoever win that particular election, we know mostly is going to go to the north. Even though we want to say zoning or no zoning, is a gentleman agreement or not gentleman agreement. If you know it's sure for you that you want to say zoning or no zoning, it is open to anybody. Oh, yeah, go and contest in 2031 now. We will be here to see how you will win. Any party, any formation, you won't. Because we all know clearly, even within our mind, like Southwest have done it, without any gentleman agreement, let not go. Everybody know that one clearly. That is what will happen. There's no political party that will come up in 2031 that you want to bring a Southern candidate. All of you must table a Northerner.
Can you hear me?
And when the
Sure.
Northerners are done, hold on, let me just round up. And when the Northerners are done in 2039, then it will now become a card for the South. Then the Southerners can do one thing. Let me tell you, the Northerners are ready to do alliance with you. And the only people that has that clout to say that we can rule back to back is still the North. I'll still keep on saying it. They are still the one that has that clout. It has happened many times. They have that clout to say that they want to do back to back, but they always need an alliance. So the best thing that any Southerner can do, which I will say, well, it is open to anybody when it now comes to the South, then you understand. What you can do is play your card well. So whoever is in the PCP and you're playing your card well now, right? As wherever you are, stand your ground. Try and make sure that you are having a good standing in whatever happened in 2031 or 2027. So if you have any coalition that is going to happen now that can make sure that Tinubu is removed out of power and maybe Peter Obi wins, you understand? When they not get there, after they are done, that party formation that brought Peter Obi there, that now later give power to the North, they will give power to anybody they want to give it to in their political composition. That is always what is going to happen. So I think it's a case of doing your politics in the right way and forming an alliance with the North. Because when they are done, they will see it out. But what they will always wait for is that who is going to form an opposition with us and it will give us power back when they are done. We will protect our interests, settle us, make sure the power. Make sure that when you are doing the sharing power composition from the executive to the federal ministry level to the parastatals, that will be fair enough in giving them a way. It's the person that plays the card well with them. That is one thing that has always happened. So that is why I always say, if you see the way Tinubu is running his government, it's full of nepotism. It's nepotism is even
Please,
higher than what
please,
Buhari did.
please
So
round up.
Yeah.
that's just my own position in all of this. So I just think it's a way of playing your game right. And 2027 is still open. Everybody can still contest in the South. If you play your cards well, you understand, form a good opposition with the North, with the assurance that you give them power in 2031, they will support you. Simple. Thank you.
Yeah. All right,
All right.
Dekule. I agree with you for the article own you talked about. Article, I keep saying this, so for article supporters, don't be offended. Article is not an intelligent politician. He miscalculated a lot. You get me? His golden opportunity was that 2015. Adibin, he decided that, okay, Jonathan, if it was Tinubu that was in Atiku's shoes, I know what Tinubu would do. He would say, okay, Jonathan, do your 4 years, the remaining 4 years till 2019. I want power in 2019. You get me? Buhari is a northerner. Atiku is a northerner. Atiku defected to APC, and he knew that if Buhari clinched the ticket, if APC complete, like let's say, govern for 8 years under Buhari, there is no way power will be zoned to the north. Rather, it will go to the south. 8 years. You see, so the shortest route, the same article that was saying is the pathway to Igbo presidency. Jonathan was his pathway to his Atiku's presidency in 2019. Jonathan was his pathway. I was against Jonathan printing one form, but let's be sincere. Let's look at this political calculation very well. Jonathan was his pathway to Atiku's presidency 2019, because in 2012,
Yo.
because in 20 what's it called? Because in 2011, when Buhari lost the election, he said he will not contest again. Don't forget, he will not contest again. And Adibin Atiku supported Jonathan. Jonathan beats Buhari. There's no way Buhari will contest in 2019. You see, there was no way, because he has already said he will not contest again after he has received it, after he has been beaten by Obasanjo 2003, 2007 by Yaradua, good luck 2011, and if Atiku supported him and the other governors 2015, there was no way Buhari would have contested 2019. You see, and Atiku would have been in a better position to become the president of Nigeria. So he missed that opportunity. So this miscalculation to put him in this situation that he has found himself. So that's it. Another golden opportunity I would say for him is, let's be sincere, you should not just decide to contest 2027. Let him wait, like Tinubu. Let him wait till 2031, when APC are taking their ticket to Northeast. He should contest against that APC candidate because he's from Northeast. You get me? That's another opportunity for him. But of course,
When he would have been
hold
78
on
years old.
now, hold on. But of course, age is not on his side anymore. You get me? So that's the game. You see? So all this, I will contest, is making him to look over ambitious. So that's the truth. Anyways, let's allow, who is the next here?
No,
Ayo.
I was supposed to respond. I dropped.
So is your mic better now?
Yeah, you can hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you, but you don't have to take too much time because you've spoken before and we have to, circle the mic
Okay,
round.
sure.
So please do well
Sure.
to be well articulated and just keep it a buck. Okay, so the mic is yours. Then after you, we'll go to Willie, then Odunayo.
Okay. Okay. All these permutations that we are making, you go shock when I say Tinubu will represent a Yoruba guy from Kwara State come 2031. After all, that guy is from the north. Now, when I was actually talking about my thing about zoning, look, I do not like a defeatist mentality. Maybe people that were babies in 1999 and saw the way they played that north-south rotational stuff, whereby they categorically made it a southwestern presidency and forgot that Abiola is from the south. But no problem about that. Like I always say, there is nothing between. There is nothing like southern presidency. It's either it is the southwest, the southeast, and the south-south. And now we're not seeing a situation where, but once you come to the south, the southwest want to hijack it. My own solution to this is this. Like I said, even me at some point, I even wanted Atiku to even be president come 2023. Because once you're saying power should go back to the south, and I notice it's going back to the southwest, knowing that they've been there for like 8 and 20 years, no problem, should go to anybody. So my own solution now is this: the north, the south, and the southeast. You guys were once the eastern corridor. You guys share 5 borders together. You share the same religion. Christianity is a majority religion based on the south, and the southeast. I think we know that you guys share, even your voting patterns in previous presidential elections are the same. Form a block together, which of course to be bigger than that of the southwest, and then align with the north. It's as simple as that. align with the north, and then be doing your power sharing formula till everybody have sense. I know that once power comes to the south, then it will rotate between the south, the southwest, and the southeast. So just do it that way. South, southeast come together. You share similarities. 5 states shares 5 state borders across each other. You guys share the same culture, almost same culture, same religion, which of course, apart from those state that has maybe 25% that are Muslims. The other states in the South are almost basically Christians, like what you have in the Southeast. Come together based on your political ideology, move with the North, and then start sharing power, and then sideline the Southwest. Get what you want, get your ports, your seaport functioning, activate international airport, activate all those things that you're being deprived of because you have the most tribalistic president in Nigerian history. Just do this thing, and then we'll see whether everybody will not come back to their senses. Thank you very much. I use
All
my
right,
mic.
so I want to let you know that that's 1999, 1998. I just want you to know that PDP did not zone anything. You get me? The military, they were the one that played that game. They made sure that the two parties have that southwest to make sure that they produce that southwest whatever. Don't forget, Obasanjo was in prison. He wasn't a founding member of PDP. He did not found PDP. He wasn't even. They even made sure that he gets the ticket. It was the military because of what they did to Abiola, and they wanted their own person. When I say their own person, a military man to be their president because they were scared that they don't know how, like now, this what the civilian will do to them in 1999. If a civilian, like let's say for instance, Tinubu becomes like Tinubu was the president in 1999, they were scared that they don't know what Tinubu will do to the military. So they felt like, okay, let them release Obasanjo, who is one of their own, the former general. You see, impose him on the PDP to contest. You get me? So
Yeah,
yeah,
you're right.
uh-huh.
You're right, but
So
you left out something.
so
They
it was
also
the
used the
military
reason
because
of
then I
Southwest
remembered. I don't know.
presidency.
Emma
They
is here.
backed it up with an excuse. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
But they also backed it up with an excuse that look, they are trying to compensate the Southwest. They also used as an excuse. Even underneath, we know that they wanted Obasanjo because he had a military background and he handed over power to Shagari. I think so. They
Yes.
had that trust for him, but they still use the fact that you are trying to compensate the Southwest
Yes, it
as
was
their
the
excuse for
military.
that.
It was the military were in charge. You get me? They were in charge. Even though it was civilian that formed the political party, but the military had their influence.
Dos Santos, that means that we fluke, we enter democracy with that.
Yes,
They
now.
just fluke us, enter
But
democracy.
Nigeria,
Nobody say
your
we were not
constitution, is it the people's constitution? No, be military this.
exactly. Na
Uh-huh. So what
military,
are you
na
talking
military.
about?
Yeah,
Oh, will they talk
you're
a
right.
beg?
Thank you again, Dos Santos. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Now, we must put these truths the way they should be put, right? 1999, there was nothing anybody could have done about it. And yes, it was the moral thing to do, owing to the fact that Abiola won 1993 and he did not get it, right? So I begin to wonder why people keep referring to this 1999, this one and that one. Who would have done it? Who? So that is not even a case, right? Now, Iman is no longer here. The reason I wanted to respond to things was because he said that what I said about Tinubu going, Tinubu said it himself that he was offered and he rejected. And a man who is in PDP wants to tell me that what Tinubu said with his mouth is not correct, but the one Ima is saying is the correct thing. Well, maybe you have a spiritual way that you use to teleport yourself to such conversations, and you be present when they are having it, such that you are an authority to say what the man himself said is not correct, but your own is the correct one. Finally,
Oh, wait, it's not Iman
on,
that said, it's Saraki. I'm naming people that said it. I'm quoting them.
okay, but
Saraki said it.
Tinubu himself,
Amechi
Tinubu said
said
by
it.
his own, with
Atiku
his
said
own
it.
mouth.
Except we're saying
Iman,
that all those people
Iman,
lied
mute your
against.
mind.
And
Tinubu
they
said
had
with his
too
own
many people
mouth
that confirmed
that
it.
this is the
Too many people that
situation.
confirmed it.
But the
So
man
except you're
is
saying all
alive,
those people lied.
and he said he was offered. He didn't ask. But you want me to believe Saraki? But don't believe the man who is at the center of
I
the
didn't
thing.
say you
Haba
should
now.
not believe him.
Believe
I'm
me.
saying I'm quoting people, and I said there are many
Oh,
others.
okay, but
If more than
you
five
are
people,
quoting
if more
third
than
party,
five people are saying the
I
same
am
thing.
quoting the man who was at the center of this whole conversation to say this
Okay,
is what
okay.
he
So
said.
if more than five people say the same thing, that means the five people or more
But
than
the
five,
man
those
is
five people are
saying
all
that
lying.
is what the situation he was offered
Owele,
and he
I believe
rejected
you're a
it.
member of
Whether he
APC. You can go and
rejected
do the
it,
findings yourself. You
I don't
can
need
go
to
and
do
do the
any other
findings yourself.
finding. He himself said it with his mouth. So I should not believe it. I should believe Saraki or believe God knows who. No, now I'm taking what he said. Whether it is the case or not is their business, but this is what he said. But that aside, now I like all the permutations that people have done here. It is a welcome development. You see, there is a reason, particularly, I made it a point of duty not to, you know, try to pull down P2B. You will not see me say things that tends to pull him down because I have an idea in my head that one day this man might decide to say, okay, I'm going to the APC. What am I going to do to those things I must have written or the things I must have said against him? It is not deletable, or when I delete it, it will look like, are you mad? I can throw down, but I'm not going to join anybody to pull him down. I've said it on so many spaces. I will not do it. Now, until such a time when God can just do a miracle, Peter wakes up tomorrow and says, now that I'm having too much problems in Labour Party, I cannot go back to PDP. I want to go to the APC. It is a welcome development. Now, when I say Southeast needs to stop playing opposition, I am not saying come to the APC. No. You can go to the PDP. You can do your coalition. If it works for you, wonderful. But I am saying that we have stayed too long on the opposition. We need to begin to think of doing things that every other person is doing. Because if you stay in the opposition, you will not be inside the room where they are having discussions, where they are sharing things that is supposed to favor your region. You are outside the room. You are not going to get what is supposed to come to you. Look at the spread in the south-south. Look at the spread in the southwest. They are everywhere. But Southeast is only either if you are following PDP, all of us are in PDP. If you are moving to Labour, everybody is inside Labour. Nobody is here. And somebody is saying you should have given the ticket, the APC should have given ticket to somebody who will give it to Orji Zokalo. You, Southeasterners, will vote for him. Or we give it to David Umai. David that went to buy ticket and people started saying this one he has failed. This one can let this God forbid. This one to be president, our president. God forbid. They prefer the P2B. But David Umai was not good enough because there was a P2B. And you want APC to now give tickets to him, for example, so that APC will now lose the election and PDP will now crawl back into Asuro. I don't think it makes sense. If you are a political party, as a person, you are a political, but you are not going to make that kind of political mistake. So I am saying, whatever we are doing as a people, as a region, let us do it well. If you are doing PDP or you are doing coalition, do it well. If you want to come to the APC, you are welcome. Come and do it well. Because the larger the number, oh God, it will be. Because the numbers we have in the APC or in the coalition or in the PDP or in Labour Party, the better our chances. That is all I am going to say. Thank you very much, Dos Santos. God bless you. Ima, good morning.
All right.
But I get a question for Oyewe. I beg Dos Santos, I beg, because they
Okay.
said they've been at opposition for so long. So I'm trying to remember the 16 years of PDP as the as will that be part of the opposition for so long? I think it was. I think PDP was. I think in and the Southeasterners. I think they are highly included in the PDP 16 years.
Yusuf, even
Unlike now
Tinubu
that they are
played
sidelined.
opposition for so long. He played opposition for so long before he got there.
What I'm even saying, in essence, I don't think the Southeast felt as in out of the room for the 16 years of PDP than the APC years. I think the PDP was more accommodative to them. That's me. That's my opinion. So I don't think they've played opposition for like forever and ever like that. I don't think so. Thank you.
Dos Santos, what exactly do you want? What exactly do Dos Santos want?
Dos
Eh?
Santos. In what aspects?
What do you want? Every day, trauma of they remove Jonathan. They remove Jonathan.
What
We
is wrong
don't
with
hear.
this guy? I don't understand
Even
you.
Jonathan said he no send you. Is okay.
Ah,
Ah,
listen. You see,
you
this is a
you support
this.
wait,
Okay.
wait. You support Article 2023. You can't say 2027 no, make him wait you make why did you support him 2023?
I've said
Eh?
this several times. I
Why you
don't
not
know
tell
if
am
you
make
have
him
blockhead.
wait, wait. I go grab you well. Why you no say make him wait 2023? Say no, it's not the not turn. Why you no tell am that one? I don't understand you. 2027 now. Atiku should wait. Eh? So na Asari Dokubo you want present. Let us know, please. Thank you.
Oh, you want me to answer you? See, everybody knows my stance. A lot of people they know my Tango Imadi, a lot of people. See, 2020, I've said this before. Me supporting Article 2023 because my intention was that I wanted Article B 2023. My intention of supporting Article 2023 was because I don't want APC Tinubu to become president of Nigeria after 8 years of Obasanjo and after 8 years of running mates Osinbajo, 8 years. You get me? Let's take for instance, if Tinubu wins 2027, Southwest will govern Nigeria 16 years. If una dey play politics, make una dey calculate because politicians too they calculate.
So
Hold on
you
now, you ask
support
me question.
authority,
Hold
you
on,
support and
hold on.
confidence.
You ask me
Power
question.
authority.
No, you ask me. I don't want this thing.
Wait,
Wait,
let's
wait,
correct
wait,
you.
wait.
You did not support
This thing, and I am not the only one in Nigeria, that was thinking that way. Oji Uzo Kalu, your party member, when he noticed that Tinubu Southwest want to produce a candidate in APC, what did he do? He supported Ahmed Lawa. Where is Ahmed Lawa from? Northeast. Because he knew that Northeast have not produced presidency. And that was the game I played in my party. And Oju Zokalu wanted Southeast to produce vice president so that Ahmed Lawa will be president under APC. So the same game that Ahmed Lawa played was the same game that I played, that I wanted. So what is wrong with that?
Dos Santos, I don't catch you.
Wait
I
till you
don't catch
catch
you.
me.
You
No,
support
hey,
Atiku
this boy.
Okowa. Wait. You support Atiku Okowa, not Atiku Obi. Let's set the record straight. Obi is a presidential candidate.
He said
No come
he
confuse us
wanted
here.
Atiku Obi. He said he wanted that to happen, but it did not
When
happen.
he no get what? Wait. Yusuf. When he no get Atiku Obi, him here, he supported Atiku Okowa. So he cherry pick, he support at convenience. You can't dey here, they give us lamba. When Atiku no carry Southeast,
Now, you see, this is my problem with you. Southeast wholeheartedly rejected running mate from Atiku. Do you have selective amnesia where the Ohaneze Indibo made a decree that if any of their son accepts running mate to a northerner, that they will cost them? Were you not there? Sorry, didn't you hear the news? You know, watch the video. So what do you want me to do?
we support Atiku Okowa.
What? Even me, we support the Atiku Okowa. I knew that Atiku will lose. Have you forgotten when we were talking that Ayo was you remember now when we said a divided opposition cannot win election? Have you forgotten when we were begging obedience to that time? Atiku have not even chosen Okowa as his running mate. We were like saying, Obi, you have the opportunity to be Atiku running mate. Have you forgotten? Come on now, Yusuf is here now. We were saying it, a divided
Wait,
opposition.
Dos Santos,
Oh God.
I received call.
We were saying that a divided opposition cannot win an election. Then the obedience were gaslighting us. Yusuf is here. Yusuf is an obedient. He remember what I said. So what are you talking about? I knew that Atiku will not win. A lot of people knew that Atiku will not win because we know that a divided opposition cannot win an election. And if you remember vividly, I gave you guys different election results from states, different states. Is it Imo State? Oh, Yusuf is laughing because he remember Imo State, where we had APC. APC were divided into two: AA, Uchenosu, and what's it called? What's the name of this man? Opus Odima. Who won the election? PDP, United PDP. But courts gave their judgment. In Osun State, Adigbe Shola and the former governor, they divided. APC divided. Who won the election? Adeleke, United. Adigbe Shola supported Adeleke. You see? In Ekiti State, Segun Oni, SDP, he was in PDP. He joined SDP. PDP were divided. Who won the state? United APC. In Bayelsa State, Goodluck Jonathan was supporting Timi Alaibe. Doyediri and Dixon, where they have their own. Okay, Jonathan and Timi Alaibe did not support Doyediri. Who won the election? David Leon. You see, but court ruled in favor of who? Because of a favor of Doyediri, because of David Leon's running mate certificate saga. You see, I can go on and on. Okay, Edo State, Adamo Shomele and Obaseki had issue. The party was divided. You see, what's it called? Wait now.
Dos Santos, Dos
Wait,
Santos, even for Kaduna, if you add the Labour Party votes to the
hold on.
PDP votes,
Yusuf, I'm going
they
somewhere.
are more
Hold
than
on.
APC.
Obaseki joined PDP, formidable PDP. They joined forces. And what happened? PDP won. Adamoshole party lost. Jonathan administration, 5 governors left and joined APC. You understand? What was the vote between Buhari and Jonathan? 2.5 million votes. 2.5 million votes. You see?
Co-host, so they
Jonathan
give us
lost.
history of Nigerian politics, all of us to experience. Why don't you allow
No,
person to talk, make it talk?
no,
It's not
see,
the talk, they talk,
what
not the talk,
this
they talk.
thing now, no, Duna, you're listening. Why am I saying this? Is to tell you guys that a divided opposition
It
or
doesn't
a
matter. Everybody know
divided
this one.
ruling
Everybody know this
party
one. That's not
cannot
the
win
reason.
an
Like criminality in
election.
Nigeria, they lose election. Don't be anything. Obi won the election last election
Oh,
without
God, forget
this
I
thing.
beg,
It's
I
because of
beg. Waiting.
you can cry all you want. You can cry all you want. That's your problem.
This oh guy, you are an activist, you're a lawyer. You guys focus on cases, on the follow cases, dog versus cat, lion versus umbrella. Myself, I they do the same thing. They analyze my politics. Why are you crying? Is it not the same thing I'm doing? What is that? Not be the two one they do. They present on a case. Obasanjo versus Buhari. Allow me to do my own thing. Or what I said is it false? Divided house cannot stand. This Obi won election, I lie, he no win.